What? The music and this character design. Yeah, look how the camera's moved in so it feels like a film, it feels like a fight scene. Continuing our cinematic series with Phantom Blade Zero. If you enjoy our time together, watch more. Alright, Phantom Blade Zero, let's give it a look, guys. I've seen good things about this. It has a very filmic feel to it. It's quite cinematic. I mean, look at the colors right off the bat. It's completely dilapidated and then just red popping out. Really beautiful work here. Wow, look, what a set piece, man. What a set piece. Shallow depth of field, rack focus onto the gauntlet. Love it.
How many days do I have left? 42 or 41?
The face of this is here!
Wow. Really nice camera placement, which we'll talk about later.
Go up there. Turn back.
Whoa, that's Berserk vibe right there. Yes, man, cool character design. Smooth choreography with fighting. Look at that. Yeah, the camera placement is one of the most exceptional things in this. It has a cinematic feel. If you notice, they move in the camera over the shoulder, so it feels like a shot selection from a fight scene, specifically. Really well done. Wow. Yeah, big Soulsborne vibes with the monster design, the speed of fighting. Wow, I really like the sort of combo fighting where like you don't end the combo and reset and then fight again. He's just going and going like you would as a real martial artist. I love that. Wow. What? The music and this character design. Yeah, look how the camera's moved in so it feels like a film, it feels like a fight scene. Yeah, this is incredible. Those vocals, man. That's incredible. That's incredible stuff. Wow. Absolutely phenomenal. So something I really like is look at the placement of the character over on the left side of the screen. This is of course following the rule of thirds, which is a very important rule in filmmaking. But they've used it so you can see the target that you're shooting at, so it feels very natural. But at the same time, it's a super aesthetic image. Now, it gets even more extreme as we get into the sort of like hand-to-hand combat. It's really exceptional. They go as far as moving the camera over the shoulder really beautifully, right about here. Look at how close. Look at how close the camera has got, which you won't see in any Soulsborne game. So I really like the sort of dedication to making it feel like a movie. Also, you'll notice there's no UI. I'm not sure if this is just an edit for the trailer or if that's how it's gonna play. There is the Jade Dancer health right there. But look at this. It's a beautiful image and there's not a lot of clutter on the screen. Again, some would argue that is really important for gameplay and gameplay should come first, and kind of like knowing how many potions you have and stuff is really important, especially in Soulsborne. But I like this, and it could just be an edit for the trailer. So that's a discussion I'll have to ask you guys. What do you prefer? Very little UI or none? Or do you like to see all your stuff and have access to it kind of like MMO style? There's just like 1,000 things on the screen, which I personally don't like that. Okay, so this is really cool. Like I said, guys, if you're enjoying our time together, make sure to subscribe, hop in our Discord. If you want to choose a video for me to break down or react to, click the join button. All right, so let's get into it. I want to break this down a little bit. We have a gameplay trailer too, which we can look at in detail. But something I like I said, is the set design and the color use. Look at these first images, man. It is pretty much just red. There's a little bit of greens and gray in this, which just looks like a rainy day, but they've really punched up the red, which is like, this is not how it would look in real life. There's a red glow of the candles, it would be more orange, right? But it's a stylistic color gradation and it looks absolutely beautiful, right? Beautiful rack focus. We're shooting at probably a 1.4 aperture right here, and we go from the Jingasa hat over to the gauntlet, and shows that he's alive. Really, really cool choice there. As it is in a lot of cases, it'll be an anticipatory feeling when they rack focus, which is just changing the focal length to changing the focus to the subject. And in this case, you're gonna wait for something to happen with the greave or with the glove. Boom. Beautiful. And like I said, even when you're running around, no UI, which I think is a really cool choice. I personally really like it. It's gorgeous.
Left. 42 or 41.
Look at the traversal, man. Did you see that? And again, there's a lot of camera variety. Look how far out the camera is for this sort of environmental traversal, which is very important. You got to see where you're going.
42 or 41.
Again, the color use, man. This is a green tree. You can barely see the green. It's gray. It's dilapidated colors sucked out and just a striking reds. But of course, red and green is also complementary colors in the chromatic circle, so it works really well.
The faceless is here!
The faceless is here, so that might be your character's name. Brutal. Look at the set design. Again, very Soulsborne, like I've said a lot of times, or I should say Dark Souls specifically. You'll oftentimes come into a Dark Souls level and just like see this big castle. And the cool thing about those games is you know right away, I'm going to walk all the way up there. I'm going to fight my way through this entire village, whatever, up to the tower, up through the castle, and it's going to be awesome. So you get like a preview of what's to come. But in a lot of other games, it would be like, okay, like get a couple load screens in between and stuff. But you know, like every single room, every single table, every single corner is going to be completely decked out with fun encounters, enemies, and stuff like that, and details. So, and items to get, of course, and discover. So this game seems to be going for the same thing. Let's have a really kind of like engaging level, show it off in the beginning, and then get into it.
Go up there.
Which brings a whole different meaning to, and a whole different layers to an establishing shot, which you would have in a film. There's the castle, and then we jump inside the castle, and we have a scene. So,
Turn back.
big Berserk vibes. If anyone's read the beginning of Berserk, you can see when Guts was born, right? Really crazy stuff. Great enemies here. And this is just creepy, right? Really cool character design there, like a broken mask. I like this sort of metered speed of it. He's not going like anime speed, which I loved as much as the next person. But what's cool about it, and the reason that I remember first playing Dark Souls, I keep talking about Soulsborne, is because when I first played it, I was like, the attacks are kind of slow. But I was like, well, they're actually not. They're just kind of realistic. They're like slightly slower than realistic. But what it does is it makes it feel like you can really see everything that's happening, so you can dodge, so you can hit back. And it just becomes this kind of like, you know, kind of like real fighting, just timing. It's all about timing, dodging, hitting, parrying. And it's a really unique thing. But it also gives the character a very like sort of professional feeling. Like you're not just flailing crazily. And like I said, I love kind of like anime fighting styles like you would see in, I mean, a ton of different games that we all love. But you almost can't really see everything. It's just like a blur. A bunch of sword swipes. Okay, you jump in the air. You must be doing some crazy magic attack. You jump 50 feet in the air. I like this just as much because it's a little bit more realistic. As far as a gameplay that's so important for martial arts and timing, this is really fun. But he still does some awesome martial arts tricking, which is flips, kicks, and twists right there. Love to see it. Wow, yeah, there's a lot of tricking there. It's kind of cool because they're combining stuff that would be really difficult with like super grounded, believable martial arts. Look how he strikes right here after this like insane, I think it's a B-twist that he does. Let's go back a little bit, yeah. I love that combo. Yeah, he does a B-twist and then just lights the guy up with like dual wielding in an actually really believable way. Again, there's a lot of conversations from martial artists about like dual wielding in movies. A lot of times you'll see that they always strike together, which is actually like, of course, depending on the scenario, a good choice. But in other scenarios, it's like, it's kind of a waste of dual wielding because you're essentially just doing the same thing a sword does in like a wider way. The advantage of actual dual wielding is you can hit in two different directions. You can parry, hold somebody's sword, and strike. So it's really cool to see a little bit more martially grounded choices here. Like, look at this. Right? That's the advantage of dual wielding. You can actually hit two things at once, which is very Wing Chun, knives, and other things. But I love to see it. Yeah, I'd love to see it. And if you guys didn't know, I actually trained in China at the Shaolin Temple. If you want to see that, it's over on my main channel, which is just my name, no gaming after it. Did a whole documentary on it. But yeah, this is really cool. I love getting a little preview of the enemy design. Looks great. And this is what I was talking about. So this is the sort of combo that I like. In a lot of games, you'll do your combo. It's like boom, boom, boom. And then you reset. Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom. This, again, it has more of a martial feel. He's just going. Like, in reality, you don't tire and your stamina runs out after like 2 hits. You know? And then you have to like sit there for a second. If you're fighting for your life, the adrenaline's pumping, man, you're going to be attacking nonstop in a very aggressive way. Look at this. Right? He's just going in. He's just going in. He parries. He keeps attacking. Right? That's what I like about it. But again, there's a little bit of exaggeration. Like, you know, he'll pop in another butterfly kick or B twist or whatever. But he keeps going. And there's no kind of like clear combo's over. Let's reset. And that's the first thing that struck me when I saw this trailer. It's awesome. Yeah. The music really starts to pop off here too. I think this is my favorite part coming up here. I mean, come on. It's exceptional. So let's look at it one more time all together here. I mean, you have a martially focused choreography. Actually, martially makes sense with moving the camera in so it looks like a film. This is incredible. Come on, guys. You don't see this. Hand of Blade Zero. There you go. So something I'm more interested to see more of, because we've seen very little, is like the actual cutscenes. Curious if it is going to be more in the sort of Souls tradition of like very, very little cutscenes, or if they're going to go in, because they get some really good cinematic techniques here at the beginning. And it looks absolutely gorgeous. Really, really like boldly color graded. Like it's super gray. It's super green. Not in like that 2008, you know, kind of like insane one filter slapped onto the whole game way, but it's very bold choice, which I actually like in this case. Yeah, the red's always popping. It seems like red is like the predominant color of the entire game. Thematically, it looks great. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you agree or disagree. This looks promising. And I think there was this gameplay. Yeah, there's this gameplay I pulled up for a second, which definitely seems promising. Yeah, so you can see there's parrying there, some other stuff. Yeah, I'm super into the martial arts. It looks very grounded. Again, definitely one of the best like dual wielding animations and performance capture I've seen in a game. Like it actually makes sense. That was cool too, yeah. Leg sweep, doing a bunch of combos. That's awesome. Destructible stuff, we love it. Exploration. Yeah, it just looks super cinematic. Anyways, I love it. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure to subscribe, pop into our Discord, and join us on the next adventure. I'm going to be live on Twitch tonight talking to a Final Fantasy VII fellow creator. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll see you guys there.